and policies like they have. I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window.
Israel, you will lie! Israel, you will lie!
Hey everybody, I am your host, Elad Eliyahu for Timcast News here in Philadelphia, where anti-Israel have taken to the street about half a mile away at the National Constitution Center. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are due to debate. Let's take a look at some of what we got going on over here. There's Israel is
Apparently, Kamala Harris is staying in my hotel. I took this photo last night. To get into the hotel, to even check in at the front desk, you have to go through a metal detector, you have to empty your pockets, and then your bag has to be searched by Secret Service. Now, according to my sources, Kamala Harris was supposed to stay at a nicer hotel, but she downgraded and moved over here because the hotel was surrounded by Trump supporters. I was in the hotel lobby last night at 10:45 p.m. explaining to the Secret Service that this was dry shampoo. Sure. Now, I mean absolutely no disrespect to the Secret Service agents, but I have to call it like I see it. 2 months ago in Butler, Pennsylvania, on July 13th, you guys let a 20-year-old kid climb onto a roof in broad daylight and take a shot at Donald Trump. So while the Secret Service agents are interrogating me and asking me about this, I can't help but wonder, how did you let Thomas Crooks slip by?
Yes, welcome back. Recently, I came across a series of videos which I'm going to show you. The debate is coming up, and from the look of things, the mainstream media is already struggling to change the narrative, bringing in a lot of things which I didn't see when Biden was there. So when I take a look at how desperate these people are, it is clearly tell you they are panicking already. This guy did a good job, tried to cover up something. I don't know if you saw it. The beer of the wall.
Because at the end of the day, whether you're male or female, whether you're black or white or Hispanic, the border matters to you. The economy matters to you. Those are the things that can be fixed. If you look at Pew Research's poll, I think came out maybe yesterday, the day before, there's a gender gap going the other way. Same gender gap with men who were supporting Donald Trump versus women who were obviously leaning towards supporting Kamala Harris. But like I said, Hallie, this debate, the pressure's on Kamala Harris. She's the one that has to perform. Right now, her support, what is it, 48%, 47% nationwide? But the strength, the durability of that support is an inch deep. That's her problem. Donald Trump doesn't have that problem.
Yes. Do you know what is more shocking to me? I realized that this is the person who will be moderating this debate. When you take a look at this tweet, tonight, ABC debate moderator Lindsay compared President Trump to the KKK in saying she may as well just come and endorse Kamala.
You know, former President Donald Trump is expected to go campaign in Howell, Michigan tomorrow. Many people are aware that a month ago in Howell, KKK protesters marched in the streets with the white robes on and suggested that they support Donald Trump. I'm curious if you make anything about that connection and him going in particular to Howell tomorrow.
Yes. On the other hand, Reid criticized Trump as being a person who is declining. He is the oldest person ever to run for president. She then says they are sanewashing him in real time by muting his microphone and not showing you what Trump is really like. You can clearly see the kind of mafia these people want to play out. And if you noticed before the debate, Kamala refused that she wants microphones to be off so she can have that same moment with Mike Pence. It didn't work out for her. And now from what I saw, she's having an artificial podium alone to look like Trump.
We did just get, Joy, a new piece of reporting. I know you have an interview to get to, but I want to tell you this before we go to it. Apparently, this is newly reported by NBC News. Vice President Kamala Harris has spoken recently and repeatedly with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton about debate strategy for tonight.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton, of course, the only other woman to face Donald Trump in a one-on-one debate, according to NBC News.
And I think it's always important to remember this Donald Trump is 4 years older than the Trump that debated Hillary Clinton. And he's older yet than the person who was on The Apprentice, who could read, you know, when the producers would tell him who to fire, he could do that. He could perform that.
Yeah.
But to
8 years older than Clinton when he was debating Clinton.
Absolutely. Yeah. 8 years older. Sorry. Yeah. 8 years older. Sorry. Your time is a myth. You know, I mean, Nicole makes this point a lot. It's his act is so stale that Fox doesn't even really cover him live anymore. It's very rare that they take him because I think they've even started to realize it's unhelpful to their preferred candidate to show him. And the more that you actually watch him, which is why, you know, we all debate whether to show him. We do show him sometimes because you watch it and what you really see is a decrepit mind. You see a person who is declining. He is the oldest person ever to run for president, and it is clear that he is in some form of cognitive decline. And he keeps referring back to things that make him comfortable. Hannibal Lecter, the movie that he went to the premiere for, the second version of. He goes to places that are bizarre, which he calls the weave. But I think to take it back to what Lauren said, and I think to what Nicole said too, this is the reason that this debate is so artificial and so, in some ways, built in a nonsensical way. Because they are sane-washing him in real time by muting his microphone and not showing you what Trump is really like, which is the way he is at his rallies. What they're doing is presenting an artificially cleaned-up version of Donald Trump. And so I think for Vice President Harris, she really can't think about him. Like, I think about the way she responded to Dana Bash when, you know, God bless Dana, she asked that absurd question about her race, making her defend her racial identity. And she said, same old thing, next thing. And it was such a brilliant way to just dismiss something stupid. I think she does need to correct things like the tariffs and explain, you know, what a tariff is. You know, I think if that comes up. But I think all she has to do, I will just reiterate what I said before. This is a 90-minute TV show for Vice President Harris to present herself to the small number of people who are watching, who want to vote, who are not non-voters, but who, for whatever reason, have not gone from Biden to her.
Yes, we have known Joy Reid for a very long time to be like this. She spewed this every day. It is no news again when I see her, you know, say ridiculous things about Trump and race baiting. That is what she's known for. Now she is saying here, oh, Trump is an old person. When Biden was there, this same lady was defending him like never before. Biden was old. When you look at Trump, there is nothing you should be talking about. Like, he's not strong, he's not waxing, he's not up there. He knows what exactly he is doing. So I don't get the point why liberal medias are now struggling to bring in issues. They tried all possible means to call Trump all names. It didn't work out. They are now bouncing back to what we used to see with Biden, or what we used to criticize Biden of. There is nothing like that you can talk or even attribute Trump to it. It is insane. When I see someone struggling to do it, it is ridiculous at a certain point. MSNBC, we all know what they do. They create content. They don't report real news.
So first of all, I'll give you my frank assessment of where things do stand in the race. She did have a lot of momentum coming out of the convention, even coming out of her announcement as the presumptive nominee. I do think a lot of that already has stalled, and it's stalled principally around issues of policy. Kamala Harris has been completely opaque about what her policy positions actually are. She stands in favor of a tax on unrealized capital gains. She hasn't explained exactly how that would function. Why has she changed her position on health care, on Medicare for all, on other areas like bans on fracking? So I hope tonight gives Americans and voters what they deserve, which is a clear picture of both candidates.
She should take about another 4 years to do what she could not do in 4 years. It is insane to think that...
You really want Trump to lose this election, right? No, you don't? Really?
The one thing that's certain, if he loses, Kamala Harris will be president of the United States. And I wholly oppose almost every single one of her positions. I think she's a vacuous opportunist. I totally reject the idea that in the space of 48 hours, she went from a subpar vice president, everyone recognized as such, all of a sudden to the second coming of Barack Obama.